shit happens, and we really have no control over it whatsoever. I have this idea of how things should be going in my head, and when it doesn't, I freak out. I can't deal with the fact that the world isn't obeying to my standards. Really, the universe does whatever the fuck it wants. Good things are gonna happen. We'll laugh, love, and live. But bad things are gonna happen too. We'll mourn, hate, and die. The past few months have been really hard for all of us. I don't remember any time in my life where I felt as lost as I have recently. The worldwide panic mixed with the inability to escape my thoughts has created a perfect breeding ground for existential crises. I'm only one dude, so I can't really give you the answers that you may be looking for, but hopefully you can find something in it. I have put so much effort into lashing out against the world. Like I said before, things don't go how I want them to, and for some reason I feel personally victimized, like the universe wants to shit on me specifically. Lately it hasn't really been like one thing in particular, but it's just, I don't know, I'm not really satisfied with my life, where I'm at. Oh my god! Bro, an ant just like fucking jumped from the sky onto my hand. I keep daydreaming about the future I want to live in, who I want to be, all the while cursing where I'm at right now. And these daydreams I have, they could last an eternity, but I'd still be right where I fell asleep. There's so much injustice and pain in the world right now, with no justifications. Life is just as ugly as it is beautiful, and as much as I hate that, the sooner I accept that, the less time I'm gonna spend dwelling on what could've, what should've been. What I realized is that all this pain I feel, bro, shut the fuck up. See, these ants, this truck, I feel like the universe is personally trying to ruin this video for me. I realized that all this pain I'm feeling, it's self-inflicted. It's in the past. You know, like whatever I'm stressing about, it's in the past. But I keep trying to bring it into the present. I keep trying to fixate on it and focus on what went wrong, what should have been different. But none of that matters, because it's in the past. You can't do anything about it. So every minute, every second that you spend dwelling on it is doing nothing but just making your life worse. All you can focus on right now is right now, the present moment. This is obviously still something that I'm dealing with currently. I mean, it's funny, like I'll realize these things, and then some days I'll understand it, something will happen, and I'll be like, it's in the past, doesn't matter. But then other days, I'll get so worked up about it. It's like I forget these things, but I don't know. I think everything's just a process of like, or I guess learning things like that is a process of like repetition. Some days you're gonna get it, some days you're not, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Ay, Dios mío, too many ants. I've always wondered, where do thoughts come from? They seem to pop into my head and then disappear. Since the moment we're born, our brain is taking in information through each of the 5 senses. And all this information gets compiled into this database, your brain. Everything that happens to you, every experience that you have goes there. So my brain takes all of this, it takes my past, the experiences that I've had, and it generates my thoughts. The brain provides the choices, but I am the chooser. I hate running more than anything. I hate it so much that I haven't done it in a couple weeks, and that's bad. Honestly, habits are hard as fuck to keep up. That's a topic for a whole nother video. I am not very good at it. I really do not understand how anybody can say that they enjoy running. Like, I get liking how I feel afterwards, but the process, my God, the process is brutal, man. Like at each step, I'm crying. I'm literally sobbing. No, I'm playing. But the entire time, there's voices in my head, right? And they're telling me, please stop. Please go home. Please just stop putting me through this. And I'm not ignoring the voices. I hear them. Because if you ignore them, they're just going to come back stronger. So you hear the voices, you just have to sit with them. Like, I'm in pain right now. I'm not going to do anything about it. But this sucks. And that's it. And I'm going to keep running. But it's horrible. We normalize listening to them like they're dictators or something. I don't know why we do that, but every time a thought pops into our head, we identify with it. We think that it's us. The truth is, they're not real until you make them real. I can have a thought, but it doesn't become reality until I act on it. Throughout this whole time, I've had lots of thoughts that have been telling me a bunch of negative things about myself. And it's just been hard, you know, like I've just really developed a bad habit of paying attention to these thoughts, letting them control my life, letting them lead me. And I'm tired of it. I don't want to be listening to all this negativity about myself and acting on it and doing all these things to self-sabotage my life. I'm the one who chooses. It's not my brain. It's me. All these thoughts can come into my head. They can tell me whatever the fuck they want. But I'm the chooser. I get to act on whatever I want. Yo, it's just so menacing. Like, my God, why did fucking universe create spiders? There's now almost 8 billion of us on this planet. Each person is a unique manifestation of their reality. Every aspect of our identity comes from the culture around us, the people around us. We're products of our environment for the most part. Some of us are really fortunate and we grow up around love and caring people and people who want to see us grow and who are compassionate towards us. But way too many of us grow up around hate and ignorance and an environment that brings us down. If all you've ever known is negativity, can you be blamed for spreading it? That's a hard question, and I don't think it's black or white. Everything that's ever come into their head has been that worldview. And I think it's really easy for people to say, oh, I wouldn't be like that if I grew up in the same place. But I really don't think that's true. I think the majority of us would follow what the rest of our culture is doing because that's what we do anyway. And some of us, like I said, are fortunate enough to grow up somewhere that has good morals, that has good values. My first reaction to injustice is hate. You know, I want that person to feel all the pain that they're causing. But what does that solve? Fighting hate with more hate isn't going to do anything to solve the problem. It's just going to lead to a cycle. We need to treat people as human beings. We need to be compassionate and loving, especially when it's hard. I think we can change. I think we can see the wrong in the ways that we've been viewing the world, and it might not be overnight, but that's the thing. We have to foster communication, because if we don't have these conversations that are hard, if we don't try to meet someone on common ground, nothing's gonna change. The cycle of hate is going to continue and continue until we learn to understand each other and to share this earth. I'll be honest, maybe this is a naive view of the world, maybe I'm wrong, and the only way to get rid of all the injustice is to fight it with violence. I don't know. But what I do know is that what we've been doing has obviously not been working. So we need to come up with some new solutions. if you have any better ones, I'm happy to hear them. I'm just a dude. I don't really know. Like, my opinions change all the time. Yeah, alright. I talked a lot. At the beginning of all this, I felt helpless. So many things going wrong, and I had no control over any of it. The funny thing is, I still don't, but I realize what I do have control over: my choices. People think of life as a game of chess where you try to make the right choices to outmaneuver your opponent, which I guess would be the universe. I think life is more like a game of Tetris. The objective is just to go as much as you can while making use of the obstacles in your path. Our generation is gonna go through it. Okay, like, we're gonna need to make some tough decisions, and it's not gonna be easy. If we want Earth to still be a home after we leave, so much is gonna have to change. I really think that we're the last stand. Like, some people probably think I'm being dramatic. If we fuck up, then it's over for humanity. We should take this one opportunity we have on Earth to try to grow as much as we can and just become better people. And I know that's hard. Like I said before, you shouldn't hold yourself to this ideal, or maybe you should, but you shouldn't get stressed out because you don't reach it. Every day is another opportunity. Every day is another opportunity. And I just think as long as the intention is there, as long as you're trying to be better, I think that's all you can really do. Well, that's my speech. I hope you found something in that, anything, really. If you hated it, make sure to leave a dislike down below. But if somehow you found any type of value in my verbal vomit, I would suggest subscribing because I have a lot more to say. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have an amazing day. You are a beautiful human being. Peace.